A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier, determined to have a big night on their home floor. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking now at some numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And now the Lakers starting group. And for the Spurs, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Devin Vassell. Well, Clark, we might see a slower pace in tonight's game, maybe even lower scoring. 2 teams here that really like to set things up.
Could not agree with you more. These teams are comfortable maxing out the shot clock. They like an older, slower style of play, but they can be effective doing that. It's much different than what we're accustomed to with how fast teams play in today's game.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. And here is Johnson. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. High, arcing shot, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Here's Bailey, covered by Johnson. Pass to Bailey. Lakers passing it around. Porter against Vassell. Out to the wing. Wide open. Good on the jump shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Johnson from outside. No good there. Porter passes to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
One of the dominant dunkers in the league. Davis can put on the show in there.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Porter. His last outing, he had 18 points. Bucket is good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Davis. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
To the inside. And finished off by Porter.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For San Antonio, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So it's the Lakers now, leading by 5. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And the first one drops. The Spurs making a switch here. Branham's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Johnson with it. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Pass to Branham. Passes it to Leonard. No good that time.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And that one's good by Porter.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here's Johnson after the basket by the Lakers. From 13, that does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Porter passes to Bailey. And there's the drive. Trying to get open is Davis.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. Malik Monk, he's checked in for the Spurs. So it's San Antonio now, 11-point game. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Rob. They're running for the finish.
Yeah!
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Now here's Johnson. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Leonard. No good again that time.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now here's Leonard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Monk, it's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Here's Bailey. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Johnson surveying the floor. And here's Leonard from 3. Here's MYNBA. And the layup falls.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Right side Davis.
Two minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Now, here's Johnson. Still without a basket. Here's MYNBA. And MYNBA throws it down.
Love the unselfishness of Monk there. I mean, love seeing him find the open man.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Branham, the pass to Johnson. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. Branham can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 15. Here's Bailey, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Going inside.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Launches it. And nothing seems to work as that one misses, and he's 0 for 5. Takes a step back. And there's the pass to Bailey.
Hey, yo, right here.
From 7, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Johnson down low. Pass to Branham. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. Good on the bucket.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
That will count. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's Los Angeles, closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. They've got Martin, and it's Cox in at the point guard. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama has this uncanny combination of size and skill. He says most bigs play basketball because they're tall. I started playing before I knew I would be this height. Since I was 5 or 6 years old, I always had a ball. I was built for this, I guess. All of what happens to me, I expected for myself. Kevin?
Yeah, a long road, D.A. Thank you.
I got him.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Branham. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simply.
And here is Los Angeles now, after the basket by San Antonio. Rodman outside. Again, Los Angeles.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And then Rodman with the dunk.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do.
Can you believe that?
Turned up and turned out, throwing it down. Come on.
Nearing the midway point of the season now, GA, what do you think is most important for teams to focus on at this point?
I think just trying to establish overall continuity. You want to head into the second half of the season with some momentum behind you, as well as just general confidence.
Down low, here's Branham. Got a piece of it. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Ayton sets the pick for Rodman. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Pass to Branham. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. They need this. Buries the long-range jumper. 7 points in the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Siakam outside. Passes it to Rodman. Kicks it to Ayton. Here's Askew. That one rolling around and rims out.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Shoots the three. Rebound San Antonio. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Branham, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Askew. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Orlando.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Vassell with it, picked up by Rodman. Now, here's Monk, guarded closely. Count it, good. 8 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Martin with a screen on Rodman. Vassell finds Martin. Monk, no one around him. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Askew. 9 points in the game so far, and the basket is good. Askew's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Outside for Wembanyama. Rebounded by the Lakers.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
1:52 left in the first half of basketball. Pulls from the top of the key, and there's another one for the Lakers. The Spurs have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Back to Johnson. He kicks to Monk. Back to Johnson. Now, here's Monk. Not a lot of room. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the triple. Lakers leading by 23. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
And they're running to the left wing. And the pass to Askew. There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Siakam kicks to Rodman. Here's Askew. He's guarded by Johnson. Yes, that goes in. Askew's got 13.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Johnson left side. Pass to Vassell. It's Martin on the wing. Spurs working the ball around now. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Askew. He's got 13. Shoots over Johnson. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's Los Angeles, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the San Antonio Spurs.
What stands out to me is how they're getting outworked, especially on the glass. No physicality whatsoever. This is where your fans start to feel let down when you appear like you don't care.
And the truth is they do care. They're just playing like they don't. All right, guys, now let's take a look at the possible dunk contest participants. All these guys, high flyers.
You look at these guys, some of the dunks they've already thrown down this season, serving as the foundation of what's to come.
And there's where the creativity kicks in. It has to, because the competition's so fierce. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's Rodman with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Taking a look at the Lakers. Rodman is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Askew. Rodman with the bucket.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Back to Johnson. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
The way the league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And San Antonio shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And stolen by Ayton. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Siakam throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
And yes, it's good. Rodman's got 12 in the game.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Leonard finds Johnson. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. And finished off by Leonard.
Explosive move by Kawhi at the rim. The defense had no answer there.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And now look at Victor Wembanyama here.
A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Right around 21 points per, 10 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Leonard on the wing. Fires from the line. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Askew. 19 points in the game. Knocked loose to the left side wing. Pass to Rodman. Just 5 to shoot. The 17-footer goes down. He's got 7.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Now here's Johnson. He's tightly guarded. Here's Leonard. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Askew, covered by Vassell. Lays it up off the glass. Askew's got 6 in the quarter.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
First team foul.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Johnson at the elbow, looking to end the run.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
From deep, Rodman. It's good for the 7th time this game. He has shot 7. He has made 7.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Siakam passes to Ayton. Now, here's Siakam. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Covered by Vassell. Now Rodman. 15 points in the game. Just 3 to shoot. And another 3 for the Lakers.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Wembanyama, a screen on Rodman. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Los Angeles has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Here's Askew. That shot misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Well, the NBA is investing in Africa with the Basketball Africa League. Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum said right now in Africa, sports is viewed only as competition, not as a business. What we're trying to demonstrate is that if you invest in sports, with the young, fast-growing population in Africa, there is a huge opportunity for high returns. Kevin?
Yeah, it looks, DA, like a win-win, and we thank you for your report. The Spurs making a switch here. Branham's checked in. Bailey, he's checked in for the Lakers. And San Antonio shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Wembanyama finds Johnson. Back to Wembanyama. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
And the basket by Bailey.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Crafty move. Rodman grabs the miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Bailey, and that one is hammered home.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Dishes to Leonard. Wembanyama outside. Misses the 3.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Johnson outside. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Lakers. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 13.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here, only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Here's Askew, covered by Johnson. Passes it to Rodman. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Rodman's got 13 points in the second half. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Johnson. There's the pass to Leonard. From past the arc, Johnson can't get it to go.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And that one, good.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
And here's Leonard from 3. That shot is off. And so it's Los Angeles, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. San Antonio with the ball. So with Johnson on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. We've got Devin Vassell. Wembanyama is out there with Martin. And it's Cox in at the point. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Vassell against Rodman. The Lakers moving the ball around. Askew passes to Rodman. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up the baseline. Drained for 2 points. Askew's got 25 points in the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And he overshot that one, missing. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Bailey. Here he goes. Wembanyama with the rebound.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
And that one's good, Cox.
And since he entered the league, Vassell's playmaking has really come a long way. He is a solid creator.
Vassell against Rodman. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Askew. Bailey. Again, Los Angeles.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Here's Cox. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Siakam for three. The shot's good. Rodman making the play. Rodman's got 3 assists tonight. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Wembanyama gets the bucket. Here's Bailey. Here's Askew. Pass to Bailey. What do you think of the league's most recent CBA? Greg, that 7-year deal just signed.
Oh, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
Branham, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The shot's good from Rodman. Rodman's got 15 points in just the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Shoots it up. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Bailey, covered by Vassell. Ayton in the corner. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Oh, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Poked loose and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Porter's checked in for Askew. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like, baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
To the middle. And it's Blake that time, the assist by Johnson.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And Porter, here we go, and there he puts it down!
Man, what a throw! Yeah!
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum-level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Oh, wow, my goodness.
Man. That's amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
Blake kicks to Johnson. Uncovered. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. To the inside, and taken away by Johnson. And the three off target.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Defended by Rodman. Here's Blake. Rodman with the block. Kicks to Porter. 1:33 left in the game. Driving the lane, the rebound by the Spurs.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
Bailey passes to Ayton, and that one drops.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Here's Johnson. Another miss by Johnson. And it's the Lakers' ball. Here's Bailey. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Pascal, you've been getting stops, getting out and running. What is working defensively?
Our energy was where we wanted to be, and that's how we got to play every single night. We can't come in and not play that way, because that's the way we play. So we got to play like that every single night, and it starts with me. You know, like I have to bring my team to that energy level every single night, and I'm gonna try my best to do that.
It was successful tonight, man. Congratulations on a big win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us as we leave you with the New Balance Player of the Game.